What if I told you this brand that's making these instant tea powders made just over $4 million on TikTok Shop in 2025, just by going viral on TikTok? And it's not one of those well-known brands that you probably have seen. It's in fact a new brand, a new product that launched 6 to 8 months ago. So in today's video, I wanted to go over this viral TikTok Shop product that is currently dominating the wellness space. And now they have become one of the top 10 best sellers on TikTok Shop. So a crazy story. I wanted to kind of go over exactly how they were able to see success so quickly and what type of content is really working for them. Quickly, my name is Jackie. I run a TikTok Shop service business where we focus on primarily helping 8 to 9 figure brands see success on TikTok Shop. And I like doing and enjoy doing these YouTube videos just to share some of my thoughts, experience, and what are some of the sellers that we have seen just tremendous success. And in starting your TikTok Shop journey today, hopefully this video will be helpful. All right, so let's first talk about what product, what seller this is. So the seller is essentially called Breniesta, and they exactly you can see here, last 3 days, they made somewhat over $4 million that month. And the crazy fact is they only started back in September, October-ish timeline last year. So it has been just a little bit under 8 months since they started, and they're already on their way to do 8 figures this year. So crazy story, crazy growth, and I want to show you exactly what product they're selling. And I can firmly believe the reason why they're growing so fast and the reason why they're able to see this huge success is because because they chose the right product to promote at this right timing. So let's take a look. Okay, so the product is this Yerba Magic Peach Mango Flavor 3-in-1 Instant Tea Powder. So what's Yerba Magic? Essentially, it's yerba mate. So this is the product that they're selling. This is the product that have helped them achieve over $1 million months on TikTok Shop. So in case you don't know what Yerba Magic or yerba mate is, I wanted to quickly show you. If you search it up on Google Trend, and I chose the window to be between 2020 to 2025 till now, you can clearly see a pretty obvious trend line, which is this product, the search volume of this product is on the rise. People are searching for it, simply put. And what exactly is yerba mate? Yerba mate is essentially a traditional South American drink that is derived from this tropical plants. And so allegedly, there's a lot of benefits to this type of drink. It's designed to enhance energy, focus, and gut health. So essentially, this is already a very popular drink in South American countries. And now it has moved itself into this North American market, specifically in the US. And I wanted to just take a quick step back and just kind of talk about how this whole functional beverage or this healthier beverage alternatives is really on the rise. It's really taking over the market by storm, right? If you have seen this Poppi acquisition that recently happened, sold over $1 billion. And also there is already some pretty well-known yerba mate tea businesses or beverages on the market today. So one namely is from this brand. And I have seen them actually all over grocery stores I go to, convenience stores I go to. So they are out there. So this is a huge trend, consumer trend that has started, I will say, probably post-COVID until now. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but this has already become a over $1 billion market. And the fact that this Yerba Magic seller saw that trend and saw the white space before Yerba Magic, before Breniesta, there wasn't any yerba mate focused sellers, right? They saw this white space, so they went really aggressive at it, and now they have dominated this wellness market. And what I want to say is there are now fewer and fewer opportunities like that, simply because if you look left and right, if you search all these products or these keywords, there are products that are already on there selling, and they're probably definitely still white spaces, right? TikTok Shop has only been 2 2.5 years right now in the US market. So there's still new things coming up, right? So the key here is once you identify a very key or rising opportunity or like a new type of product, and you haven't seen anyone that is doing super, super well yet on TikTok Shop, that is your signal, that is your sign that it's now go time. Now you need to go and pursue aggressively after that market on TikTok Shop. And that's exactly what Briniesta did, right? They literally just focus on yerba mate as their key best-selling product. And if we all summarize this into these 3 key points in a macro perspective is, first of all, we are seeing this shift toward cleaner energy alternatives, right? Like all these beverages I'm showing you right now are claimed to be cleaner alternatives to the traditional beverages and soda. Second, growing interest in nootropics / mental performances. So more and more people are more aware of and more conscious of what they put in their body and if there are benefits to consuming these things. So these kind of better for you beverages, better for you alternatives have these functional ingredients such as nootropics, namely L-theanine, ashwagandha. These are probably things that you have heard specific on TikTok. And lastly, wellness beverages are the new lifestyle symbol, right? Poppi, again, coming back to this product, this brand, they have marketed themselves as this new trend, new sexy thing that if you want to be part of their gang, if you want to be part of who they are, you need to drink that healthier version of the soda. So broadly speaking, I do feel like this is such a great market to play into. And then I will argue that's probably why Briniesta is able to see success so quickly is because there's already established demand. This market is already on the rise, but there was just a white space, right? There just wasn't any seller that is really focusing on this specific product, specific ingredient in this market, specifically on TikTok Shop. And one another example I want to share here is Shilajit. If you have seen those Shilajit supplements, you probably know what I'm talking about because Shilajit is another very interesting, I would say, product that has been on the rise after COVID as well. And if you wonder what that is, definitely go check it out on TikTok. You will see a lot of videos, content about that as well. Okay, cool. So now we can go over the product, right? Like, I think this is really the foundation. The literal 80% of the grunt work just happened there by choosing the right product, by going into the right market. Now, let's talk about the content. So I essentially looked over the top 100 videos that are currently doing well for Briniesta and for this yerba mate tea powder. And one interesting observation I want to share here is, out of all the benefits that yerba mate provides, weight loss or suppression of cravings is actually one of the smaller benefits of this product. However, this is the best-selling angle right now for this product on TikTok Shop. Literally, out of all the hundreds of videos I watched, I would say 80 to 90% of them are just talking about yerba mate is the nature's Ozempic. Help me cut my jeans 2 sizes down. I no longer need to take these Ozempic shots. I can just drink this tea powder and I'm able to lose weight. Obviously, you can't really say lose weight right now on TikTok Shop. You'll get banned. But all the ideas, all the narratives, all the messages are kind of evolve around this key thing about how to lose weight, right? Weight loss. And that is a very interesting observation. And my takeaway from that is you want to kind of break down all the best selling angle or the best selling formula today on TikTok Shop. Weight loss has been the most effective selling point, like by none on TikTok Shop since its inception. It has gone over many iterations of different products, right? There are many different products that can all tie to this angle, but this angle has been the most consistent, most effective way to sell today in the US market. And that's why how the very interesting thing is yerba mate was also anchored to this angle, although it's not even the biggest benefit for people to drink this, but it worked, right? And that's exactly what happened. So my takeaway for you is if weight loss, if you want to play into, or if you are selling a product that has somewhat of benefit to weight loss or suppressing cravings, essentially help people eat less, you need to tie your product to that angle, right? Even though it's not even the main benefit or the main key selling point for your product, you have to do that because it works, right? Like for TikTok, for this algorithm, everything is about what's already working. Just replicate what already works and you will see success, right? So, and I want to highly recommend you check out this creator because all her content is around these four ideas, right? Literally all her content is about when you lose weight. So her handle is Holistic Glow Nurse. Holistic Glow Nurse. So go check out her content. All right, what's next? I know now we talk about content, we talk about product. We now should talk about where to find these creators, right? And I wanted to leave that to the next video because there's so much we could talk about in terms of where to source, where to find, how to get these creators to make content that's going to work for you. For everything about creators in the second part of this video. So I will see you guys in the next one. And hopefully this video has been insightful and helpful because this is a very interesting product, very interesting store. And I want you to go check them out actually just on TikTok to see what has been some type of product, some type of content that is working really well for them.